You can do everything right. You can have the greatest swing in the world. If you got a bad visual strategy or bad visual skills, I'm not talking about the hardware necessarily, because the hardware is correctable, but this is more of a software program.
Yeah, vision, hardware, and software. Yeah, we're dealing with the software end of this now. So, this basically is what we're talking about as pitch recognition. This is this occlusion thing. We're just showing you, it's obviously an older clip. We've got Miller there on Cleveland when that slider was just wipeout. And how often can you see this before your eyes start saying, you know what, that ball out of the hand that looks like it's headed at my noggin is coming to my knees if you're a left-handed hitter standing in there trying to face that front door slider. And this is a diagram from Harvey Dorfman's mental side of baseball. Is the notion of connecting the dots. That's really what we're trying to do. What do you see out of the hand? And you can see the whole tunneling concept here, right? Because there's the one out of hand, and then there's the one out of hand that is going to be the ball to strike chaser. So we've got this kind of classic combination. You're gonna take the strike and then swing at the and then swing at the off speed. Take the strike and swing at the off speed. And so fortunately, most of us aren't dealing with anybody quite this nasty. You might have to deal with them a couple of times a year, Jerry, but
well, I think we're seeing it more than we would like to see it as hitters. I think the power of on the pitching side of baseball, things are happening. They're speeding hitters up dramatically.
So, the question is, what can we pick up from that windup, that window that we always talk about, the window and that ball coming out of there? And can we really train our eyes to pick that up? And that's what we're doing with this video occlusion technology. It's simple in concept. It's been around, as people will note, for 40, 50 years. The idea is you're seeing a batter's view and it's cut off. And you have to predict what type of pitch it is. Here, the prediction was fastball, strike, I guess fastball, ball. You see the replay, and you always want to see the replay because that's where you're connecting the dots. So, just like you coaches do with your hitters, you're sitting fastball, strike. There's fastball, strike, pound it. There's not much more you have to do with that one. But when you get fooled, we want to see, oh, there's the cutter. The scouting report is this guy's a fastball, cutter, slider guy. So here's the cutter. So we got to see the replay there, make sure we're connecting the dots right. So here's that same cutter slider guy, okay? And so you're seeing the cutoff pitch, and then he's hitting plyo balls off the wall. And you're going to connect the dots because you're going to see the pitch. He's supposed to be just hitting fastballs. That's his thing, just hit fastballs. So he lets this one go, breaking ball, good decision. So far he's made 2 good decisions. And he makes a great decision on this. And this actually, I think, is that same cutter we saw earlier. That's a great take. Jerry, what do you think of that?
I would say that this is the gold standard drill, because not only are you working on your visual strategy, but you're working on your rhythm and timing, and this is extremely game-like, other than the ball is on a tee, which is probably not game-like, but there's a lot of elements that come into play on this drill, not just the pitch recognition, but because even recognizing the pitch doesn't put you on time, and now you have a measure if you are on time or not, so you can adapt your load and unload. But hitting is adapting and adjusting, and we've all seen Jeter chicken wing and cut inside of balls in that he's not on time to, that he'll cut the other way, and we can make adjustments on the edges. In a ballistics event like the swing, we can't slow it down or speed it up necessarily once we start our swing, but we can adapt in and out. You've seen a lot of guys almost throw their bat at a breaking ball away with 2 strikes, and they can work up and down a little bit by sinking into their legs. So there is mid-flight, there are swing adjustments that are being made, and because it's a cat and mouse guessing game, and we swing at what we see. Sometimes we're not 100% on reading pitches out of the hand by a long shot, and so now we have to have that adaptability and adjustability in our swing.